Hi, my name is Humberto San. I'm a Gracie University student since October 2012 from Baja, Mexico. And this is how Gracie Jiu-Jitsu have changed my life. Going a little back when I was 15 years old, right now I'm 28, my cousin used to own these DVDs of people fighting in cages. It was new for me, I have never seen it before. It wasn't like boxing matches or any other stuff that I have seen before. And there was this particular guy who I remember the most. He was doing different stuff. He was different from the others. And his name is Marco Huas. I realized he was taking people down and everything. And I asked my cousin, what is he doing? I have never seen this before. And he didn't knew either, but he was like, I think it's called Jiu-Jitsu. That was the first time I knew about Jiu-Jitsu, or I realized there was something called Jiu-Jitsu, right? Around a year ago, I started with MMA. I was a little bit hesitating to start training because I have always been interested on martial arts. But more than the techniques, I was always very interested on the philosophy of them. So, I decided to give it a try because of a friend. And after that, I started learning some jiu-jitsu techniques among other areas of MMA, right? And then I realized that jiu-jitsu was the thing that I was interested the most. I remember that I was sparring one day and I hurt my knee. I was like 3 months without training, a little bit more, I would say. But I was still very interested on this. I really wanted to keep doing jiu-jitsu. And I found out that where I live, there's no jiu-jitsu schools. There's no one who trains with a gi. So I started looking for options. I started looking for options in San Diego. It's kind of difficult to go and expensive too. And then, out of anything, I just found out about Gracie University, and I was watching some YouTube videos about the Gracie breakdown, and you guys advertised the Gracie University there, and that's how I found out about it. So I started reading all the philosophy about Gracie, Jiu-Jitsu, all the information that you guys have on the website. And then I realized, oh my God, I have found something that can work for me. After being a member of Gracie University, I realized that this is what I wanted. So this is the answer for question number one. What motivated me to start training Gracie Jiu-Jitsu? Because I found Gracie University and I realized, oh my God, this is what I want. And it wasn't just the techniques, but the whole lifestyle behind, right? Okay, from here I'm gonna jump to question number 5. Question number 5 is, what, if any, roadblocks, how did you overcome? Well, the roadblock in my case was that there wasn't any jiu-jitsu schools here. I wasn't able to go to any place and wear a gi and earn a belt. And of course a little bit my knee. But because of that I found out Gracie University, and that's how I overcame this roadblock, right? And now I'm very grateful that I'm part of it. Question number 2. And where, with whom, and do you train with? Explain the routine. Well, I do a lot of stuff. Basically, I review the lessons a lot of time, and I got this book where I pretty much write down all the steps, a little bit in Spanish, English mix. I got a partner, which is right here. You can see it. is one of the guys who helped me out. And I also go in the morning to my MMA gym. I train with one of my friends there. We review the lessons and everything, and we put it in practice every day, step by step, very slow. We try to keep a lot of attention to the details, because this is one thing that I realized that it was way different from what I was doing. The amount of details. Since I was doing MMA, I thought that I already knew how to do certain techniques, right? And then I saw the lessons here, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm skipping a million steps to achieve this technique, right? So we try to put a lot of attention to the details. It's very hard and hard to remember, but we always like keeping an eye on the details. Of course, another thing is that the membership that I own, it have the Women in Power. So that I practice Women in Power with my girlfriend and one of my cousins. And it's been very revealing how Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is very friendly for everyone, right? So question number 3. This is a tricky one. How has Gracie Jiu-Jitsu changed you? What are the greatest benefits so far? I said that it's a little tricky because I don't think it have changed me already. It's that I'm in a constant change. I'm realizing more and more and more and more every time that I need to know a lot more. For example, when I realized about Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, Gracie University, I was like, oh, okay. Through Gracie University, I can earn a belt. Since I already know a lot of these techniques, I can get my belt. I can be a blue belt right away. That was my motivation right away. But then I realized, well, Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is just not the techniques. There's something called Gracie Diet. It gives you the philosophy to try to give the best of yourself in everyday life, to be efficient in every single area of your life, to do the right thing, to always overcome any adversity using this technique, just to be aware of what is good and what is bad. Learning all these things, I'm not saying that I already know this, but I'm constantly improving my life and I'm constantly growing. So I will say that growing as a human being is the greatest benefit so far. Then I got a friend who got a kid. The kid got punched at the school, and she asked me, oh, do you know anything of how he can learn some moves or whatever so he can know how to defend himself? And I was like, well, there's something called GracieKids.com, maybe you can check it out. And she did, and now she's part of it. Same with my friend of the MMA gym. The MMA gym, I told him, well, I need a practice partner. I found out about Gracie University. Would you be interested? He was so happy about this, and now both of us are part of it. And right now we're on our way for blue belt. Growing and being aware of what is good and what is bad for my body, for my mind, and how can I apply all the Gracie philosophy into my life has been my greatest benefit so far. I'm so glad that I found this thing that fits into my way of life. That's question number 3. Question number 4 is, what would you say to people out there who don't think they're athletic enough or young enough to embark the Jiu-Jitsu journey? Like I said, Jiu-Jitsu is, to me at least, is not just a martial art. It's like a lifestyle. Just knowing the principles of Jiu-Jitsu And you don't need to be certain gender, you don't need to have certain age or being really strong or really weak to understand something. Just by knowing the principles of jiu-jitsu can improve your life so much. Just to explain to them the triangle of victimization. That's pure jiu-jitsu right there, to my understanding. And they will be aware of how to put themselves in a safe situation. Besides the philosophy and the knowledge about jiu-jitsu, the techniques are friendly to learn, and they will be surprised how easy and fun it is to learn jiu-jitsu. It's just an amazing thing to do. It improves your life in every aspect, in every area that you can imagine. Jiu-jitsu is right there. So that's what I will say to anyone. Try it, give it a try before thinking that it's breaking arms or choking people out. Besides that, it's a lot more. It's a lot more. It's very soulful thing to learn. And with one last thing about it is that you don't even need to attend a school. With Gracie University, you can just do it from your kitchen when you're eating or from working or whatever. So it's great to do this. Question number 6. Question number 6 is find a goal on the jiu-jitsu journey. Like I said, on the greatest benefits is that I'm constantly growing and understanding, and hopefully I'm learning as much as I can, or at least that's one of my goals. But like I said before, my goal is like I want a blue belt. Then I want a blue belt with one stripe, and from there get my black belt. And that's what I wanted. I was so thinking about the blue belt, and then I realized, looking at the lessons and the amount of details and everything, reading about the philosophy, reading about the Gracie diet, is like, well, this is more than just a belt. Of course I want to earn a black belt or even way beyond that, but now it's just like my final goal is practice jiu-jitsu every time or my whole life, encouraging people to learn this beautiful art, passing it forward to the people who is close to me, and keep learning. I will also thank you for the amazing job that you guys do to the people out there who doesn't have the access to a jiu-jitsu school like myself. I'm very proud to be part of this beautiful art, and it's amazing how you just share the knowledge to all the people. And that will be it. And that's how I would like to end the video. Obrigado. And hope we one day meet, and I would love to practice with you guys and keep improving my techniques. Thank you very much.